So yeah, I'm going to talk to you guys about a very humble place called Carrot Cottage Rabbit Rescue. That's their logo here. How adorable. I think on their Facebook they changed their they actually changed their logo to like a little cute like pumpkin-y rabbit theme for Halloween, which is really cute. But yeah, this is their logo here, I'm relatively sure. I'm going to be talking now about a place called Carrot Cottage Rabbit Rescue. So, what is Carrot Cottage Rabbit Rescue, you may be wondering? Well, have I got a little story for you. So, Carrot Cottage Rabbit Rescue is a UK-based organisation that is dedicated to the rescue, rehabilitation, and ethical ethical rehoming of rabbits. The rescue was founded in February 2023 by the lovely husband and wife team. I can't believe it's a husband and wife team, it's so cute. Called Daisy and Chris Barat. I believe that's how you pronounce their last name. In such a short span of time, they have made significant progress in rehoming and rescuing rabbits in need. They currently have 68 rabbits. 68! I am not joking. 68 rabbits under their care. So 54 of which are receiving ongoing treatment at the rescue, and the rest of the rabbits are in foster placement, being supervised in different homes. But they are still under Carrot Cottage's financial care. There are many more as well who have been adopted and rehomed to appropriate carers across the UK. So, from what I've seen, Daisy and Chris saw the overwhelming number of rabbits that were being abandoned and surrendered in shelters across the UK over the years. This is becoming more of a growing problem with time, somehow. I don't know, rabbits become more of a problem, like, every year. They noticed that many people were unaware of the level of care that rabbits require, which in turn leads to such a high level of surrender rate for these poor rabbits. The irresponsible breeding of rabbits has also been a growing issue that they have noticed. Daisy and Chris saw the need for a rescue that focused not only on providing care and rehoming rabbits, but also on educating the public about proper care and advocating for ethical rehoming practices, which is is an extremely important part of their fostering and rehoming process. So I believe there's actually a RWAF. So the Rabbit Welfare Association and Fund, they have a specific guideline that they follow for appropriate environment and space for rabbits. So their mission here is to create a safe haven for vulnerable and sick rabbits that so they can receive medical attention and support. And then in turn, this will reduce the number of rabbits in shelters across the UK. They don't only work on rehoming these rabbits either. They have a group of rabbits at the rescue, which I'll talk about later, with lifelong disabilities due to the unethical practices that breeders perform, as well as rabbits that were left disabled due to illness. They act as a residential facility for these rabbits too, so that they can have a good quality of life despite their disabilities. With access to pain management, rehabilitation, and owners that understand the and owners, I suppose, that can understand the unique situations and pinpoint their issues. So, Carrot Cottage, they rely solely on donations, volunteers, and fostering programs to continue to run. So today my goal is to provide this amazing rescue with so much needed exposure. It's always been a dream of mine to use my platform to raise awareness of the growing issue of rabbits that have been mistreated and irresponsibly bred. I also would love to highlight rescues like this that are dedicated to helping these rabbits. Even by donating a small amount, you would be able to help this rescue to continue to run and help more rabbits, so please consider it. So now I'm going to talk about why rabbit rescues in general are so important. But before, I want to talk a little bit about Carrot Cottage Rabbit Rescue and a little look inside the rescue. So this, I'll move my big head out of the way, but this, I swear to God, the name of this is called the Fluffle Sheds. These are the Fluffle Sheds. Look at the Fluffle Sheds! So, some of the babies are in the Fluffle Sheds and they hang out there and everything. And they're very cute. And look, they even have, like, their own customized, like, furniture and rabbit run and places for them to hang out, lots of places for them to hide, toys and enrichment, places for them to be able to forage for food. That mat in the middle there, I believe, is called a snuffle mat. I love the name of snuffle mats. It's so cute. So yeah, that's a little look at the Fluffle Sheds that are around the town. Now, let me go into the next bit here. These are the fluffle sheds. Now, I have some videos for you guys. This is... let me move my head. So this is one of the videos of the fluffle sheds on the left and another one on the right here. So let me show you guys these videos. Now, if you go on their social media, you'll be able to see lots of videos like these. So I believe this is them feeding the rabbits in the little fluffle shed. So the rabbits, look, they've got their own little run to run down. They'll be like, hello. And then, look, I'm going to commentate for them. Oh, hello, I'm Rabbit. I'm going to go down in the fluffle shed and have a little look around. And then, look, and then they're all running around and everything. And they're having a great time. And look, this is really interesting. So they're actually throwing the food out like this, and it's a really awesome way to feed rabbits, to allow them to scavenge around for food. It's great to feed them via a bowl as well, but to allow rabbits like this to scavenge and to forage for food in the way that they would in the wild is a great way of enrichment. So you're putting them all around so they can search for their food all around the town and everything. Which is a really great way to do it. I'll sometimes hide food for my rabbits and little treats like around around the place and everything. So that's one of the videos here. And then here's another one. Let me move my hair. Now this is so cute. This is in the other fluffle shed. There's I think 2 or 3, I believe. So, and this is not the only place that they have for rabbits either. But look! Oh my god! They're running down the run! Oh! Look at them! They're like, hello! Look how cute! So they post lots of cute videos like that to social media as well. I'm assuming the formation is to summon something. No, it's to summon a rabbit. Rabbit god. But yeah, it's really really cute. I love this place so much, and looking at their social media to be able to find videos and photos of the rabbits to learn more about the rescue was such an enjoyable experience for me. Like, just being able to see all these cute videos and photos and how dedicated that the two seem to be taking care of these babies is the sweetest thing. Yeah. So let me go to my next slide here. So this is the outdoor rooms. I have outdoor rooms here as well, which is amazing. So each rabbit, as you can see, I'll move my head out of the way again. They have their own rooms. Some of them share rooms here, and they're outside. It's nice and sheltered space where they have a good ability to kind of have that indoor-outdoor feel, where they can feel the sunlight on them, they can get that good vitamin D on their skin, but they can also feel safe, and that they can have places to hide and a nice day and night cycle. Because when rabbits are inside, sometimes they have if they're not taken outside, then they're like, I don't know where the sun is, so I don't know when it's day or night. So this is a really amazing way that these rabbits are kept out here. I believe actually the goal was for them to be able to build more enclosures like this. So these are some of their other rooms as well, which is really cute. And I have one more showcase. Now this doesn't show the whole place justice. It's a huge place that they've got here. Lots of rabbits that they take care of. So this is also another look at their room. So that's another look on the right. But also, some of the rabbits live in the house rent-free. They have their own rooms in the house. So I'll talk about this little couple later. Rue and Rebecca, I believe, is on the left. I think that's Rue and Rebecca. That's on the bottom left. I may be wrong. But yeah, they live in the house rent-free. Especially some of the residents. A lot of the residents live in the house rent-free, which is amazing. So yeah, a lot of the couples, from what I've seen, they live rent-free in the house. They have their own special room. Isn't it so cute? I love it so much. It's really adorable. And I believe if some of them are in intensive like care or stuff like that, they'll stay in the house as well, which is absolutely amazing. And here are some other just cute photos too. Oh my god, look. So I'm just wanted to showcase just like all the amazing enrichment and little spaces that they have, whether they're in the house or if they're in their rooms outside. They've got all these amazing little toys and treats and tunnels and hidey holes and places to go, and so much enrichment and fun for them every day. And rabbits are so easily entertained. With my rabbits that I keep in my house, I have 2 rabbits, if you didn't know, little man and little lady. You can move a box around like the other way, or you can move their tunnel slightly, and they'll be entertained for like a good 30 minutes. So this is a great way to keep them entertained, just by having like furniture around for them to be able to play in is an amazing way to keep them entertained. That rabbit on the left, by the way, I believe is Pumpkin. Pumpkin is so cute. I don't know why. I love Pumpkin, the top left white rabbit. I fell in love with so many of these babies when I was doing research for this. Let me just show you, Dad. Look how cute that is. So yeah, it's really, really sweet. These are some adorable little rabbits here. I love them so much. Yeah, let's get a little love for Pumpkin, okay? Well, I think it's Pumpkin. I think Pumpkin's got a very distinct face and some very distinct features, but I can always recognize that's Pumpkin in some of the photos. I don't know how I do that, but yeah, I'm just intelligent in that way or whatever. So yeah, these are some really cute rabbits. So they've got lots of access to different equipment, places to play, etc. Let's go on to the next slide here. Oh, more photos. Sorry, I had to put more photos for you here. More of the hidey holes and tunnels and everything. Look at the little face on the top left with the little strawberry lips. This is what happens to rabbits when they eat like berries, like strawberries, or like with like fruit and stuff. They'll get these little berry lips. It's so cute. So yeah, when rabbits eat berries, like fruit and stuff, they'll get these cute little lips. It's adorable. Look how cute they are. Just adorable little babies here. So yeah, that's some more photos. And I'm in love with this carrot tunnel. I need to ask them where they got that, because I want one for my babies. So I'm going to talk a little bit now about why rescues like this is so important. Because you guys might be able to ask yourselves, like when you think about rabbit rescues and when you think about places like this, you might ask yourself like, well, aren't rabbits a pest? Like, why do you even need rabbit rescues anyway? Like, what's the point of that if they're pests? What's the point? Me. That's what stupid idiots will ask if you're talking about rabbit rescues. But actually it's good for a multitude of reasons, as well as being able to, so I'll talk about it a bit more. So I made like a kind of a script for this, so I didn't ramble, but I'm rambling anyway, I'm sorry. So one of the main reasons is because it decreases the rates of overpopulation and abandonment. So it actually prevents them from becoming pests. Stop rambling, just say the point, Kiki. Okay, so rabbits are often seen as easy starter pets, especially for children. Especially around Easter time, because of how cute and fluffy they are. So many people underestimate the level of care and commitment they require, as well as not understanding that rabbits are pretty complex animals as well. Even though they're cute, they're very complex with their own distinct personalities, their own methods of communication, and feelings as well. And as a result of this, rabbits are frequently abandoned or surrendered to shelters when owners realize they can't meet their needs or they're too difficult to take care of. Putting a prey animal like a rabbit alone in an animal shelter, for example, with loud barking dogs, cats that could easily hurt them, and shelter owners that a lot of the time don't understand what the rabbit needs, either is a recipe for disaster or a very traumatized and scared rabbit. Rabbit rescues are there to prevent these situations as much as possible. They are able to step in and alleviate overcrowding in shelters by taking in these surrendered or abandoned rabbits and providing them with the proper care that they deserve. Rabbits are social creatures as well, so having other rabbits around to be with could make all the difference in a hard time. This is why, this is a major reason as to why rabbit rescues are so important. So now I'll talk about kind of one of the points that kind of dismantles what people are like, the people that are like, oh, well, they're pests and, you know, they're overpopulation. So yeah, So this actually alleviates the effects of irresponsible breeding. A lot of the time, that's what rescues like this will do. So yeah, as I mentioned before, a lot of people will be like, why? They're an invasive species, etc. Well, they're a huge issue, especially in Australia. So if I talk to Australians even about having pet rabbits to people that don't know, a lot of people will be like, oh, well, why? Yeah, it's actually a huge reason why rabbit rescues are so important. It's a lot of the reason is to stop irresponsible breeding and overpopulation of rabbits. So rabbits, as most people are aware of, reproduce rapidly. Greedy backyard breeders and individuals who don't properly control the breeding of their rabbits can quickly create large populations of unwanted rabbits. Rabbit rescues actually play a vital role in managing these populations and preventing overbreeding by ensuring that as soon as the rabbits come to their rescue, they are spayed and neutered. So they're basically desexed, and this will prevent this, issue from happening. If we can take the rabbits away from the breeders, then huge populations of rabbits will stop breeding. Then that will stop the issue of overpopulation. Another reason why rabbit centers is so important is they provide specialized care for rabbits. Rabbits are delicate animals with specific dietary, environmental, and medical needs. Many owners are unaware of these requirements, leading to improper care and health problems. An insane amount of new rabbit owners will not do their research and just think, like, for example, oh, rabbits, they just need carrots, right? They need carrots and lettuce, And they'll lock them in a tiny little cage and just ignore them until the rabbit suffers some extreme malnutrition and dies, or has terrible stomach problems, and then they die. So rabbit rescues provide expertise in rabbit health, nutrition, and behavior, ensuring that the rabbits they take in receive proper veterinary care, socialization, and a suitable environment. Another reason why they're so important is that they promote rabbit education and advocacy. So in relation to my last point, a bit of education for new rabbit owners could mean all the difference in the life of death of a rabbit. Because many rabbit owners, they're not starving their rabbits purposefully, they just genuinely are unaware of what the rabbit needs and what kind of nutrition that they require. So this is why education for rabbit owners is so important. So one of the core missions of rabbit rescuers, especially Carrot Cottage, is to educate potential owners and the public about the responsibilities of rabbit care. They work to dispel myths, such as the belief that rabbits are low-maintenance pets, and advocate for responsible pet ownership, reducing the number of rabbits ending up in rescues in the first place. So this kind of ties into the next point that I'm making. They have the ability to rehome rabbits in an ethical and safe way. So rabbit rescues ensure that rabbits are rehomed ethically and responsibly, often conducting a thorough vetting process to match rabbits with suitable forever homes. This reduces the likelihood of rabbits being returned or abandoned again, promoting long-term welfare. While rehoming, rescuers will also be sure, as well as I mentioned before, to educate the new owners about the appropriate amount of space that the rabbit should live in, see if any pets are in the house as well that could hurt the rabbit, and see if the new owner has any bad intentions. This is a stark difference to many backyard breeders, who'll just let you pay for a rabbit and take it home with no vetting process. A comparison to this would be, imagine letting a child be adopted with no background check on the new parents. No one looks at the house conditions, no one looks at the criminal record or anything of the parents, anything. They're just okay, off you go, pay the fee, here's the kid, bye, do whatever you want. No, that's never gonna go well, is it? And the same works for rabbit owners and pet owners just generally when it comes to breeders. So a lot of the times this, obviously putting a rabbit, from a breeder in an environment like that, will cause rabbits to be put in unfit homes or abusive environments, or they could give them to even owners that will want to breed rabbits as well, which will just increase the overpopulation of rabbits. Or even in some places, the rabbit will be taken straight home and used for meat. Live feeding with reptiles is a big thing, and people love to just grab rabbits and give them to their snakes or their reptiles, etc., for some fun live feeding for the reptile, which isn't fun. So something as well that they do is they provide medical and behavioral rehabilitation. So many rabbits that come to rescues have medical issues or behavioral challenges due to neglect or trauma. Rabbit rescues are equipped with the resources to help rehabilitate these animals, offering them a second chance at a happy and healthy life. Later I'll show you many examples of Carrot Cottage doing this as well, because I have some examples of specific rabbits. Because of all these reasons, rabbit rescues like Carrot Cottage Rabbit Rescue play an indispensable role in addressing the complex issues surrounding rabbit care and welfare, from preventing the abandonment and mistreatment of rabbits due to ignorance and misunderstanding to combating irresponsible breeding. These rescues provide a vital service to both the rabbits and the community. They ensure that rabbits receive specialized care, rehabilitation, and a second chance at life in a loving home, while educating the public about the responsibilities of rabbit ownership. Without such organizations, countless rabbits would suffer needlessly from neglect, improper care, and abuse. So, now I want to highlight, as I mentioned previously, some of the rabbits that have been helped by Carrot Cottage Rabbit Rescue, specifically. Some with complex medical issues, some who come from abusive homes, and some who have been just rehomed. I hope by doing this you can see the real impact this rescue has been making on these rabbits' lives and their individual stories, because each rabbit is special and important and comes from different places and has their own stories. I hope by doing this you can see the real impact as well. I do have a quick warning as well, just for people watching. I know there's a lot of rabbit lovers here, but obviously to show the realities of this, I'll be showing photos of sick rabbits, and we'll also be talking about animal abuse. I know that may be bothersome for some of you, but my reason for doing this is to highlight the realities of what happens to rabbits and the mistreatment that they go through. Just know that they're in a safe place now and that they're being well taken care of. So, you know, just a little fair warning for anyone. Please click off if you don't want to see photos of sick rabbits. It's not too gory or anything. I made sure to tastefully show you, but it would not be a proper educational stream without highlighting the realities of these things with, you know, veterinary science in general. You know, learning about kind of the vet industry, learning about animals, breeding, etc. You kind of need to know the realities of it here and why it's so important that places like this are being donated to and funded. So yeah, I'll show you now some of the rabbits that they've helped. Some are positive stories, some are a little sad, but hopefully you'll learn something about each of these little babies and their stories. So this is Alan. He's a nice boy. He seems very happy here in his little photograph in the bottom. Yeah, this is Alan. That's him in his house. He's a nice boy. But actually, Alan was saved from a farm that was using their rabbits for meat. Rabbits on this farm, so there were a lot, were being bred and frozen for food. It came to the point where after a litter was born, like a new litter of baby rabbits are born, the kits, so the babies, were thrown to the birds that this farm kept. Multiple other rabbits other than Alan were saved from this farm as well. Carrot Cottage Rabbit Rescue generously helped in multiple cases. Alan now lives with his bonded partner Doe in a free roam environment. He'll never have to be afraid of being hurt again thanks to Carrot Cottage. He's a very handsome man, but he had a difficult life. But yeah, he's doing okay now, but that's a little bit about him. Okay, so this is Obi and Bun Bun Binks. Obi and Bun Bun Binks were welcomed to the rescue together as a pair. Unfortunately, Obi came from a home where his owner was cutting his teeth himself, which you shouldn't do with rabbits, obviously, because their teeth are continuously growing. They have continuously growing teeth that don't need cutting, usually, if they're put in a correct environment and given a proper, adequate food. The teeth will not be constantly growing. But yes, that's what she was doing, and it was causing him a lot of pain. Due to this treatment, his incisors created so much pressure in his mouth that he developed dental disease. That's why he has little vampire teeth here. Thanks to Carrot Cottage Rabbit Rescue, he has received dental treatment and is currently in recovery, supported by his friend Bun Bun Binks. Now, I actually have a really nice follow-up for Obi. So after I wrote this, there was a follow-up photo. If you go on their Twitter, you'll be able to see a follow-up photo of Obi. Obi is fully healed, on the mend, and he is doing great. So please know that he's doing very well after his surgery. Okay, so this is Kia. So Kia is a rabbit at the Carrot Cottage Rabbit Rescue suffering from the painful condition of hip dysplasia. It's essentially just a condition known for causing significant discomfort and limiting her mobility. Untreated, this condition is extremely painful and would have greatly affected her quality of life and making it extremely difficult for her to move and perform daily activities. Just like laying down, going from laying to standing, going to eat her food, drinking water, etc. That's an x-ray down there of the hip dysplasia there, if you see that. She's a very beautiful girl. But because of funding and medical support, Kia has been able to undergo K-laser therapy. It's a specialized treatment designed to manage and alleviate her pain. So she is doing really well at the moment. She's not in pain anymore, and she's doing great. Now this is Scary. Now some of these rabbits are actually named after the Spice Girls. It's really cute. They have some really cute rabbit names. This is Scary. So they're not calling us Scary for no reason, that's why. So some of these are named after the Spice Girls. But this is Scary. Scary was brought in as a young kit to the Carrot Cottage Rabbit Rescue with her sisters, who are also Spice Girls. So cute. They were all abandoned as babies due to being infected with E. caniculi. It's basically a microsporado parasite that attacks the brain and the kidneys as well. This can affect rabbits in multiple different ways, and it's really, really difficult for rabbits to deal with. Due to having E. caniculi, Scary now has nerve damage that caused her to have a splayed leg, but that doesn't get in her ways at all. There's lots of videos of her running around. She is so fast and mobile now that she has had some pain management as well. Thanks to the Carrot Cottage, she has now been given the love and special care that she deserves with her condition. And she has a little cute boot that she wears as well, like for when her foot gets too sore because it's rubbing on the ground. She has a little boot. It's really cute. So yeah, that's Scary. She's so sweet and lovely. Yeah. So this is Ginger. Yes, okay, so, here's something interesting about E. caniculi. E. caniculi, a majority of rabbits, a lot of rabbits are positive for E. caniculi, but it doesn't always attack them, so you shouldn't have to worry unless they start getting physical symptoms. Now this is Ginger. So Ginger is Scary's precious sister. She's a very lovely rabbit with an unfortunate condition. Due to being infected with E. caniculi as well, she was brought into Carrot Cottage with severe neurological damage, giving her a constant head tilt and the inability to walk. Now sometimes you'll see rabbits with this kind of head tilt, even a slight head tilt like that. They actually have a head tilt like this due to E. caniculi, so it's actually caused by neurological damage. Thanks to Carrot College, it could be Carrot Cottage, who provided Ginger with the support that she needed to receive intensive care and physiotherapy. Her recovery has been nothing short of amazing. In just a few months, Ginger regained the ability to walk. When she came in there, she actually couldn't, but she regained the ability to walk thanks to Carrot Cottage. And that was a huge milestone given the severity of her initial condition. Rabbit school. Although she still experiences difficulties due to her head tilt, Ginger now has the ability to run around happily with her sisters and live like a normal rabbit, which I think it's really sweet. Isn't Ginger such a sweetheart? These little sisters, I fell in love with them when I saw them. They're absolutely adorable babies, and yeah, although they do have E. caniculi, and it can be really difficult for them to manage, they've done a really, and I think this is why rescues like Carrot Cottage is so important, because they're able to provide these rabbits with the specialized care, you know, one-on-one that they need to provide them with help. Because a breeder will be like, oh, this one is not good, this one's got E. caniculi and is bad, like, which is essentially, I believe, what this owner did. They're like, bye, I'm going to abandon them then, because they're broken, or, you know, they're ruined or whatever, which is really sad. Sorry, I just turned my heater off. So yeah, that's Ginger. She's a real sweetheart. This is Cynthia. Poor baby Cynthia. So this is sweet Cynthia. Cynthia was a beloved rabbit who came into Carrot Cottage, a rabbit rescue with a hind leg that was completely shattered and needed to be amputated. Without this amputation, she most likely would have died from the stress and pain that it would have caused her. She lived a happy life as a tripedal rabbit at the rescue for many months, receiving care and rehabilitation due to complications with the amputation. And after 4 major surgeries that cost over $9,000 US, she unfortunately passed away. She had a really long fight, and Carrot Cottage talked about the fight that she was undergoing a lot. Raised a lot of money to help her, but unfortunately she lost her fight. There's a really cute video of her. She being a tripedal rabbit. Sometimes rabbits can have something similar to what humans do, so phantom pain and a phantom feeling of their limbs. So there's this really cute video of Cynthia. I believe you can still find it, scratching her like behind her ear with the amputation of the leg, the little nub. It's really cute. But yeah, she unfortunately passed away. No, that is correct. Over $9,000 US for treatment, 4 surgeries. Yeah, super expensive stuff. She was showered with love, cuddles, and hay at Carrot Cottage, and without the help, she would have been left with no fighting chance. I just want to take a minute to just, say how much, I read about Cynthia's story, and Cynthia's actually how I found about Carrot Cottage. That she's how I found them, and I just want to say, without you, Cynthia, I wouldn't have been able to know about Carrot Cottage, and I wouldn't have been able to help them. So just thank you so much, and I hope that you know that you're helping a lot of rabbits at your place that probably loved you very much. A memorial was held for Cynthia. She was truly a very strong and special rabbit. Now this is Baby. She was the softest, most gentle bunny you could ever wish to meet. Baby, who actually got along well with Cynthia, she was Baby Spice. She was one of the Spice Girls, one of the sisters of Scary and of Ginger as well. Unfortunately, she had E. caniculi too, and she unfortunately lost a lot of weight very suddenly. And yeah, it was found that she had the same E. caniculi when she was tested at the vet. It caused her kidneys and liver to fail, and she unfortunately passed away. That's her and Cynthia, by the way. A memorial was held for Baby. She was incredibly loved until the end at Carrot Cottage. Now, I want to talk a little bit now about something a little more positive and happy. Although it's very important for us to talk about some of the some of the difficulties and hardships that places like this can face with rabbits, especially with those kinds of issues, because I don't think they're talked about very much. But yeah, they unfortunately, yeah, that's something that's not talked about a lot, E. caniculi, but it's a huge issue for rabbits. But yeah, I want to talk quickly now about the importance of safe and ethical rabbit bonding, and why it's so important for a rabbit to have a bonded partner for their emotional and physical well-being. So a lot of rabbit rescues, what they'll do is they'll bond them with a partner once they seem that they're well enough, because it's something that's so important. Little man, little lady have partners and everything. Okay, it's very important. So yeah, this is one of the reasons why it's so important. And I want to discuss as well how places like Carrot Cottage will conduct these in the safest possible way. So the rabbit will provide their partner with emotional support. A rabbit's bonded partner becomes their closest companion. They provide emotional security through shared activities such as grooming, cuddling, and sleeping together. This emotional support is essential to their happiness and to help them cope better with new or stressful situations, such as being in a rescue center or adjusting to a new home. Another reason is a bonded pair is known to adjust to situations more smoothly. So this is something that's really interesting that you guys don't know. Bonded rabbits are known to adapt more easily to changes in their environments or routine because they have each other for comfort and security. It's like, for example, when a kid is in a fostering process or in an adoption process, they'll usually adjust to that new environment quicker with someone that they can trust and someone that's close to them, that they've already got a relationship with, such as a sibling. So yeah, they're known to adapt easily, or more easier, not easily, but a lot more easier. I suppose, yeah, it just really helps them. It can lead as well. It's known to lead to fewer behavioral issues and a more balanced and happy life for them as well, which is why it's so important and crucial that they're bonded. Never, if you're adopting a rabbit or if you're fostering a rabbit, never just get one. You need to have a pair of them. It's so important. So also something as well is that it provides benefits in their behavior, as I kind of talked about before, and alleviates boredom. So this kind of continues to my next point, which are the behavioral benefits. Bonded partners tend to exhibit fewer behavioral issues. So without a partner, a rabbit may become destructive out of boredom or frustration, which is something that can happen a lot. Rabbits are kind of like cats, where if they get bored, they will destroy your furniture, they will destroy your couch, they will destroy your carpet, they will destroy your blinds, they will chew on things, they will chew on cords, they will chew on everything. So it's so important that they have someone to keep them company, because otherwise they're going to get so bored. So yeah, having a friend to interact with reduces such behaviors and keeps them content. I remember actually a little story that reminds me of this is I have two rabbits, little man and little lady, and I can't even remember. Little lady, she needed to, I think this is when little lady was getting her ovarian cyst removed. She had to go into hospital. And she had to be there for a little bit, and then she had to be separated for little man for a little bit through the recovery process. And little man got so bored and like annoyed because he didn't have little lady that he like actually overnight chewed like a hole into the back of the couch and like made almost like a tunnel back there, like for no reason. Well, obviously not for no reason, but that's obviously the reason as to why he did it. He was just bored and annoyed. This is something also very interesting. So having a bonded pair for a rabbit actually will comfort. They'll comfort each other in times of distress. So yeah, something interesting is in times of illness or distress, having a bonded partner can speed up recovery. So just like humans, a rabbit that feels unwell is way more likely to eat or feel comfortable with a companion by its side, reducing stress and promoting faster healing, which is something that's really important. So yeah, for these reasons, I suppose it's crucial for rabbits to get, to be part of a bonded pair whenever possible, particularly when being fostered or adopted to new homes, as it offers emotional and physical benefits. Imagine adjusting to a new home and you've got no one that you know there. It's going to be a lot harder. Especially being a rabbit. It's probably really hard being a rabbit. So yeah, rabbit rescues like Carrot Cottage encourage bonding, as well as ensuring rabbits have lots of time to socialize and form strong connections with other rabbits there. I kind of want to briefly explain as well how rabbit rescues like Carrot Cottage form bonded pairs of rabbits, and why this process, handled by professionals and not by backyard breeders, is way more beneficial compared to other methods that other places will do. So, and yeah, that's the other one that I said. So yeah, this is the importance of professional bonding. So, the rescue centers have a deep understanding of rabbit behavior and the rabbit's individual history. Rabbit rescues have the experience and knowledge to understand rabbit behavior and personalities of their specific friends and their rabbits as well. So they assess each rabbit's temperament and needs before attempting to bond them with another rabbit. Not every rabbit is physically or mentally well enough for bonding. This careful observation helps match rabbits with compatible partners, reducing the risk of unsuccessful bonding. Imagine if, you're really grumpy and depressed and sad, and someone throws you in a cage with a female and is like, "Oh, hey guys, let's like, you guys, ooh, kissy kissy, be romantic and bond with each other. You guys want to have a chat? Come on, have a chat with your with this random girl. You would not be happy. But say if you're a rabbit that's like, yeah, I'm ready to mingle, you're gonna be happy to have a little lady there with you. So yeah, bonding rabbits can sometimes be challenging. So especially if they've never been around other rabbits or they come from abusive situations, which is why they make sure they're mentally fit before putting them in an environment for bonding. But yeah, once this is possible, rabbit rescues, they'll provide a safe and neutral space for the bonding process. This allows rabbits to meet without territorial behaviors getting in the way. Interactions between rabbits are closely monitored, and due to understanding the unique cases and behavioral cues of each rabbit, there is a higher likelihood that the owners can intervene before things get too aggressive or that anything goes wrong. Because sometimes things can go wrong with bonding, you know, they can start fighting each other if they don't get along, and that can be really horrible and distressing. So yeah, it's very important that they have a safe and controlled environment. Something as well that's important is they can bond gradually and with patience. So successful bonding often takes a lot of time. Rescues such as Carrot Cottage know the best methods to introduce rabbits gradually, allowing them to get used to each other's presence. They might start with like short meetings in a neutral space together, and then gradually increase the time that the rabbits spend together until they're fully comfortable with each other. Being a rescue center, there is no rush or pressure, which really puts the rabbits at ease. A lot of backyard breeders they'll like throw two rabbits together and they'll be like, okay, like, you guys are friends now, here you go, like, we'll put you in an enclosure together, hopefully you guys can breed and we can have more rabbits. Which obviously is distressing, it's not safe, it's not controlled, and it's not gradual, which is really bad for the rabbits emotionally. They are not going to get along at all. So that's why it's so important that it's done with patience. Something as well is they pair spayed/neutered rabbits only. Only spayed and neutered rabbits. So a critical part of the bonding process is ensuring that both rabbits are spayed or neutered. This helps reduce aggressive or territorial behavior. Not only that, but obviously this is the biggest difference between rescues and breeders. As the rescue is bringing the rabbits together for companionship and for the health benefits and for the adjustments, say if they're being put in a fostered environment or being adopted. The breeders obviously putting them together for, you know, obviously breeding, so they will not be spayed or neutered. In the breeders, obviously for a breeder. Otherwise, what's the point in having them if they can't breed? So this increases, obviously, the aggressive behavior if they're not bred, and obviously contributes to the overpopulation of rabbits. If I have not made it obvious enough, I hate breeders. I hate rabbit breeders. We don't need more rabbits. Stop breeding them. Stop. You're making it worse. Stop breeding them. And please never get a rabbit from a breeder. Never. Always rescue. Go to rescue places like Carrot Cottage if you want to adopt a rabbit. Don't go to the breeders. They're stupid. No one who genuinely loves rabbits and cares about their welfare at all is going to breed rabbits, ever. It's never going to happen, okay? No educated, sane person would do that. Okay? So anyway... So, rescues provide ongoing support of the bonding process after adopting slash fostering. Yeah, fuck you, Petco. Sorry. Once rabbits have been paired and are well enough to be adopted or fostered, rescuers such as Carrot Cottage provide guidance to new owners on how to maintain the bond and handle any challenges that may arise. So I guess just like human relationships, challenges can happen with rabbit relationships too. They can have arguments or fights and will get annoyed at each other and not like each other's space anymore. So it's important that this bond can be monitored, especially closely in the change of environment, because, you know, just like when humans are moving house and it can be stressful for them, the same thing can happen to rabbits. They can get stressed and they can fight and they can be very upset at each other. So it's good that they make sure that, you know, the rabbits don't argue or whatever. So yeah, it's important. So yeah, now I want to talk about some rabbit pairs that have been bonded together at Carrot Cottage. Now this is only a teeny tiny little amount, but I wanted to just highlight a couple. So some have been bonded together to provide extra support to each other. Being permanent residents at the rescue, and others have been bonded and then adopted. Nom, nom, nom. So this is Kinley. This is Kinley. Now you may notice on this photo just above my head, yeah, you're seeing that correctly. She actually doesn't have an eye. She only has one eye. So Kinley was brought to Carrot Cottage after being found dumped in a carry bag. She had no right eye, and after examination concluded that she was blind in her remaining left eye due to severe glaucoma, which will eventually need to be removed as well. She felt scared and alone, but was welcomed with open arms to the rescue, and is now in a safe environment where she can be looked after and loved despite her disability. Although there is no treatment that can bring her back her sight, Carrot Cottage is dedicated to ensuring that she can live out the rest of her days being fulfilled and being happy. Now, as you can see, this is her rabbit husband. She actually has a husband, okay? And his name is G, and he's a massive French lop who loves Kinley very much. And they even have their own room together, as I showed earlier, at the rescue. They live in the house rent-free, and they have their own room. So, yeah, don't worry. Kinley and G are both residents of the rescue, and they're going to be there forever. And they are in love. They're in love, and they love each other. And look, that's them having a cuddle because they love each other so much. Yeah. So yeah. Get a room. Hey, they do have a room. Oh yes, okay. No, this is Rue and Rebecca. This is Rue and Rebecca. I like that photo on the right. I included this part about bonded rabbits just because I liked this photo of Rue and Rebecca so much because it's funny. I don't know why. So that's Rue and Rebecca. They're a bonded pair. And then this is Color and Twitch, who were successfully rehomed and bonded. That's them in the getting settled in their new home. That's a photo of them getting settled. So yeah, that's Color and Twitch. They're very nice babies that were. And there's lots of other rabbits that have been bonded together as well. Who's my bonded pair? Oh, Champy. Champy's my husband. Yeah, I'm in a bonded pair with Champy. So these are some more of the residents. I'll show you. Now there's so many residents as I mentioned, but I just wanted to show you all the babies that are at the rescue. So I'll read them off and let me know which one you like. Which one's your favorite? So there's Ricky. I like his smile. That's Lily. I really like her little markings. I like how she's got a fluffy coat on. That's Honey. Gorgeous baby. Yeah. That's Billy. I like Billy. He's nice. Kind of looks like a little lady. I like Jack. I like his little eyes. His little eyes are cute. Maisie. Maisie's very cute. Or Maze, I think. Very, very cute. Pudding. I like Pudding. And Pudding very nice. That's Rex. Rex is a nice boy. That's Frank. Frank's quite nice. Yeah, that's quite nice. Nelly. Nelly's so cute. I love Nelly. I love that photograph of her. Benji. And that's Custard. Custard unfortunately passed away a few days ago. Sorry, this is after I added Custard to the... I didn't want to take her out, but yeah, Custard unfortunately passed away a few days ago. But yeah, beautiful rabbit. Beautiful, beautiful baby. Yeah. It was very sudden. Yeah. Poor Custard. Rest in peace, Custard. I'll probably have some kind of memorial for Custard too, if you guys are interested. Cariad, very cute baby. I like his little lips. Kenzie's very cute. Look how cute Kenzie is. Faye is quite nice. Tom's very cute. Ricky has that mouth. I love Ricky's mouth. Why are you saying that? Ricky, I love Ricky's little smile. Ricky's little smile. James, look at James. Look at James' little face. Look at his big nose. I love him. He's so cute. And Tom's very cute. And Pumpkin. I always know Pumpkin when I see Pumpkin. Pumpkin cute. Yeah. Anyway, I just want to show more of the babies. I'd say my favorites are Nelly and James. Yeah. I like Nelly and James the best. I think they're cute babies. But yeah, there's some of the residents. That's some of many. There are so many babies that hang out at the rescue. Do they take PayPal donations? They do. They do actually. There's also a way, and on their Twitter page they have a specific link where you can buy the rabbits specific supplies as well. So now I'm going to quickly talk about why your donation matters. Because the donations that you provide are extremely important. So they can afford better, more specialized medical care. If you want to donate $5, even $5 can help. So a large portion of donations goes towards veterinary bills, including spaying and neutering, which is crucial for the rabbit's health. It helps preventing overpopulation and will help them be bonded with a partner down the line. Donations also cover the cost of treatments for injuries, infections, dental issues, chronic conditions, and intensive care. Even a small donation could be the change in whether treatment can be afforded for a rabbit. It could even save a life. They can build more housing to help more rabbits, which is what they're trying to do at the moment. So Carrot Cottage Rabbit Rescue has grown a lot in a short amount of time. In the short amount of time that it's been open, but it still has more room to build more pens for the rabbits. With the current rabbit crisis, there are a lot of rabbits that need homes and medical treatment, but there is just not enough space for them to be safe and comfortable at the rescue. Now, I was talking to... By the way, I should have mentioned this at the beginning, but I have full permission to do this from Carrot Cottage. I talked to them quite a bit, oh my gosh, the amount of rabbits that they're getting in at the moment, they're not able to actually home because they don't have enough space. Is crazy. But they don't home them for this reason, because the last thing a rabbit needs is, especially when they're coming from an unsafe environment, needs to be put in a cramped space with other rabbits. That's not safe for them. It's not safe for the rabbits around them. And it could be bad for their health and stress levels. So safe and appropriate housing for the rabbits is so important. With your donation, Carrot Cottage could set up more enclosures with comfy bedding for even more rabbits. And as you could see, the rabbits around there, they get very comfy bedding and everything. So they provide fostering and adoption programs. Donations also will also be a huge benefit to the rabbits that are well enough to be fostered or even adopted. As Carrot Cottage still provides financial care for fostered rabbits, it's so important that they have that, funds, will continue. And to do this to ensure safe and monitored transition into a new home. Fostering out rabbits is a great way to allow more space to bring in new rabbits from difficult situations too. Also, rabbits at the rescue will get a higher quality of food and supplies. So proper nutrition, obviously, as I've mentioned previously, is essential for rabbit health, including hay, fruit, fresh greens, and high-quality pellets too. Donations help ensure that Carrot Cottage can provide the best possible diet for the rabbits, along with litter, toys, and other supplies that meet their physical and emotional needs. So thank you guys so much for watching that presentation. I hope that you enjoyed it. That's a little bit about Carrot Cottage, a little bit about the rescue, about why your donation is important, and about, just rabbit rescues generally as well.